Why? That old man on that marble coffee table. Huh? They can say what they want to. Let me show you what it look like. I'm gonna show you a picture of it. I'll show you a picture of it. You can get it in black or white. Because I got all white furniture, I got a black one. Ah, 30 Godfather's a freak. So I laugh when they talk all this gay shit. I'm like, only people talk gay shit is old, short-haired, fat chicks who know they got no chance with a brother like me. So they gotta call you gay. It's called sour grapes. See, when somebody calls you gay, it's never somebody who honestly has a shot at getting you. I need something soft. Your ass. Your ass is what's soft. Man, first off, you gotta understand, women like pain. Women's tolerance of pain is higher. And I learned this from women. What's all this love making shit that you was trying to do when you was this blue pill beta male simp? Pull my hair, put me in the buck, and make me pay for it. Take all your aggression out on me, daddy. I ain't gonna lie, I had to get my mind around that. I was like, what? I was taught to treat you like a lady. I was told that you wanted chocolates and candies and foot rubs and massages. Y'all like all that shit in front of my girlfriend. But when it gets time to this, I want you to punish me. Yeah, I want you to kiss me and caress me. But understand something. This is grown folks talk, right? All sex ends in fucking. All sex ends in fucking. All sex ends in, all good sex ends in fucking. Because there's that foreplay romantic, but sooner or later, it's like, turn that hat back, you turn that hat to the back, lace them fucking boots up, and you just go to goddamn work. They like it rough, bro. And the problem is, we don't like giving it to them rough because you still want to put it up on that pedestal of, no, you can do both. The best part is when you can take that girl who's a PhD, who's got that prim and proper little AKA look high, you know, like the little, like poodle skirt from the 80s, 50s, hi, selling Girl Scout, looking like she just came out the Junior League and the daughter's about to go sell Girl Scout cookies and, hi honey, yes, look like they came straight out of Happy Days. And then she look at you like this, and you know it's on. Here's my ideal woman. My ideal woman, as we get into this make your match thing. My ideal woman, I have my list of 10 things that I must have in my deal breakers. My deal breakers are my non-negotiables. But my ideal woman has always been this. Imagine you're sitting across from a client. Somebody you're trying to get the contract signed, and you're at dinner. He's brought his missus, and you got your woman there, and it's going nowhere. It's going nowhere, and your lady friend can sense that you're about to blow it. So she says, "Excuse me," and excuses herself to the ladies' room. And typically the women go to the ladies' room together. And she's coming back from the ladies' room either with the wife or without the wife. She just sits down, doesn't say a word, and what she does, because the negotiation is about to start back up, what she does is she leans over and she grabs your hand and she slides her panties in your hand. And at that moment, she grabs your hand, slides her panties in your hand, and don't nobody see it. She does it smooth. She slides her panties in your hand. At that moment, all the weight of the world is off. She just communicated to you, Daddy, whenever you're done with this, I got you, boo. Bruh.
Huh?
Popeye on a case of spinach. Not only do you close the deal.
What?
You close the deal. And because you look over at her and she's looking at you like, yeah. You like, and it's like that secret hidden communication. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, the ladies who know what I'm talking about, know how to read your man, You saving deals. Hell, that deal could have saved lives. You don't know. That could have been a multi-million-dollar deal, keeping people employed, all because she slid her panties in your hand. Good job, ladies. All right, so all kidding aside, though, ladies, this show is called Make Your Match. Everybody has a match, several matches. I think. You can match with several people. I'm not one of these people that believes in the soulmate. I believe that there are some people who are compatible, some more than others, but it comes down to a choice. But at the end of the day, one of the biggest problems I see is modern women simply do not know how to flirt, do not know how to shoot your shot. So in an attempt to help you ladies get what you want, helping my fellas get what they want is a woman who knows how to do the kind of stuff I'm talking about. So let's start it out. Ladies, are you tired of being alone? Do you want this to be your last couple season? Are you tired of hearing all of them talk about, I don't need you no relationship, I just need to get my bag? No, you need a man. So let's get it. Let's get it. Here's where we go. Ladies, I want to bring you in first. We're going to talk a little bit. Let's see what it is you want. And let's see if we can't find a match out there for you. Guys, understand something. No, guys, you can't be in hoodies and all that other shit. You need to be ready to do this. So the first up is, let's just go this way. The Rio, so and so. This is kind of fun now. I got women out there thinking about panties and she's like, panties? Slipping your panties in her hand? Yeah, man. Slip your drawers in his hand. Not no drawers either. So, see, when I said panties, that's a difference between that and I'm not going to go there because they're already mad at me. No, Big Shirley can't slide her drawers in your hand. No. Not mine. Maybe somebody else's. But not that there's anything wrong with that. All right, let's start with you.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I wasn't expecting to do this tonight, but by popular demand, I'm here to serve. How old are you?
I'm 24.
All right. What do you want to get out of it? Are you here for the Make Your Match thing?
Yep.
Do you have any kids?
Nope, I don't.
What state do you live in?
Michigan.
All right. So, in about 20 seconds, tell me what you want and who you're looking for.
I want basically a man that's willing to, someone that's outgoing, career oriented, loves God, just someone that I can kind of be there for. We both have to have I have a business, so I would prefer to have someone who's more outgoing and have a business as well, so we can be business partners, friendships. And
you ever watch my program?
I'm sorry?
You watch my program?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're saying all kind of things that are just like tripping. Partners, we're not partners. We're not partners. There's a relationship, but there's not partners. And due respect, everybody who owns a business does not be when they be another business owner. We need employees. So anyway, what I would suggest is this. Put some more thought into it, because whenever I ask you ladies what you're looking for, it's just this general boilerplate. I'm looking for a God-fearing man who's ambitious, and that could be almost anything. Mm-hmm. Can you honestly say you sat down and for an hour or more really focused on what it is you want in a man?
Yeah, I think about it all the time. I even make lists for it.
So, what are your deal breakers?
I would prefer that. So, number one, believes in God. If he's not religious, that's one of my deal breakers.
Believe in what God? A God or your God?
Just religious overall, not my God.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So if he believes in Buddha,
I mean, I'll
see,
say
this is what I mean. When I'm asking for your deal breakers, if you see, my thing is, if you really sat down and thought about it, when I ask you for your deal breakers, you should be able to tell me, especially bullet points. Bullet 1.123, non-smoker, no children, and Christian. Those are my deal breakers. You can't smoke, you can't have any children. It must be Christian. That's deal breakers. What are your deal breakers?
okay. So I'll put focus on Christian. Um, not I prefer someone that's like educated. Because I'm educated as
What
well.
does that mean? I know plenty of
Willing
people with
to
degrees who are dumb as hell. And I know plenty of people who graduated from high school who are intellectuals.
willing to learn, not
How do you define educated?
someone who's willing to learn. We go through life where we should learn and continue to learn. So not necessarily saying he has to have a college degree or have a business or things like that, but just willing to learn because it's always things that we can
Well,
learn.
then that's not educated. That's not educated. Educated means he's attained some sort of education. When you say educated, what do you really mean?
I mean, willing to learn. That's my definition of educated.
So willing to learn. So he could have a GED.
He can.
So you see what I'm trying to show you, ladies, is you have plenty of women trying to help women do this stuff, but you ladies are the blind leading the blind because you're so imprecise. You must get very granular because at the end of the day, you know what kind of lifestyle you want to be leading by the age of 40. True or false?
True.
And let's talk about the lifestyle. Do you want to live in a home or do you want to live in a high rise?
In a home.
How many children would you like to have?
I'll say minimum 3.
3. You want each child to have their own room?
Yep.
You want to have room for guests?
Yes.
Okay. So if you have 3 children and at least a guest room, that means you're going to need at least 6 bedrooms. What state would you like to live in?
California is my first choice.
What part? Northern or southern?
Northern.
Northern. Do you have any idea what a 6-bedroom house in Northern California runs?
I know it's very expensive, yes.
What is it? Give me a ballpark.
I mean, I know it's in the millions.
Nope. It cannot be. We cannot do this. See,
I don't know the exact amount, but
I said
know.
a ballpark. See, what you guys are showing is you don't want putting numbers to it because you feel like that limits stuff. No, you need to focus on it. 6 bedrooms, Northern California, the kind of neighborhood you want to live in. What do you think it costs?
I'll say an estimate number. So 17 million.
17 what?
Million. I'm just estimating right now.
Well,
I don't know.
And this is this is in particular for Black women. You ladies got to start. You really got to start being serious about the numbers, because if you can't you can think about it, but you can't conceptualize it. How much does a 6-bedroom house cost in Northern California? See, this is how men think. Men are very logical. We just go through the product. A 6-bedroom home in Northern California. Jesus Christ. Are you thinking the Bay Area?
Hey, Burns. Me neither. Me
Are you
neither.
thinking the Bay Area? It changes things.
I like to get a perspective from the Bay Area in a different area.
Well, see, Bay Area, Sacramento, all these things.
Sacramento.
Okay, all right, you're looking at least $900,000. Okay. $900,000. So this is what I mean, ladies. You need to start thinking about because I can ask you about the million. Y'all are gonna give me some in my opinion, bullshit. You're gonna all give me these bullet points that can match everybody. That's why I focus on the lifestyle. 6 bedrooms.
Hey,
Northern
Angel.
California. What kind of car would you like?
Welcome, darling.
My dream car, I'll say, is a Porsche.
What kind of Porsche?
SUV. Any like a SUV related Porsche.
Okay.
Not,
And about how much are those cars?
they're 90,000 up to 100,000 in that range.
All right. What'd you go to school for?
I got my bachelor's in advertising public relations and my master's in student affairs and leadership.
All right. So I always ask this question. What percentage of the overall family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for a lifetime with those 3 kids?
Okay, could you repeat the question?
What percentage of the overall family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for a lifetime? Meaning, right now as an adult,
You too, sis.
100% of your financial load for your lifetime.
Oh, so you're asking what percentage that I want
After you're
Hey,
married,
Josie.
after I'm married?
because right now as a single person, you're responsible for it all.
Mm-hmm.
After you're married, what percentage for it all do you want to be responsible for?
50.
50. That means at most you can take off is 2 weeks out of every year. That means your children will be raised. You have a baby. A kid's going to have to go to daycare after the 12 or 13 weeks out. That means if you take a hit in income, the family is at risk. Is that what you're saying that?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Is that what you're thinking? I mean, what I'm thinking, so basically that will put you on 100% equality with your spouse. That means you're carrying just as heavy of a financial load as your husband. Is that what you're saying you want? Is what you expect?
I mean, it's not what I expect, but I know that that's the type of person I am. So I want.
That's not the question.
What Kevin
It's not the
Samuels
question.
to you
See,
all, good or
and
bad?
this is why men are better at this than women. You guys conflate things.
Don't ask
Do
me.
you want to have to be pregnant? Do you want to have to be pregnant with one kid, with another kid in daycare while you're going to work?
No.
Man, thank you. Pregnant with one kid because you want your kids pretty much stair step like most people.
Mm-hmm. But at that age,
hold on, no. See, you guys see. Go ahead and say it. So go ahead and say it so I get it out. At that age, what?
At that age, I want to already be settled to where, like, within my businesses or our businesses, if he has one, I won't have to work.
Right. So you want to start off your marriage damn near rich.
No, I didn't say
that. Yeah, you do. Because what you said is at that age, I want to already be settled, meaning I have enough money coming in to where you don't have to work like that, right?
Yes.
Man, that's damn near rich. See, and that's why I let her say it, folks, because most women think of it this way. They don't think of life in a continuous stream. They think of it, well, I've got this, so when I get married, the life you want to live is this. We can move into this home in Northern California to where I can work as I see fit, whether it's from home or this or that. I'm making money coming in the house, but I'm not having to really go punch the clock. So I can kind of take it, kind of coast. I mean, it's not like I got a lot of stress. Is that what I'm kind of getting?
Yes, but in reality, I want to work and have a business.
Okay. So for the kind of lifestyle you want to have, what kind of family household income would you need? Total.
Both of us, both making over 100,000 a year. Well, way more over.
Exactly.
Well, no, so for what you described, how much do you think it's going to cost?
That's what he do, Vern.
I mean, the goal is
almost $1 million house, $100,000 car.
these are all my dreams and realities. So
Dreams and reality are two different things. But I'm asking for what you're describing. How much do you think you would need for an annual income?
I mean, close to $1 million. You think about credit. You think about
No credit, no credit, no credit, no credit. Income, no credit.
Mhm.
So the annual family income. Give me a number that I can work with.
So for example, I'll say 1 million.
Okay, but it got to be real though, because if it's 1 million, that means you're making $500,000 a year or more.
Okay. I'm giving you a number to work with.
Well, no. See, I'm giving you. See, what I'm doing is I'm actually putting parameters to your dreams.
Why would you do that?
Huh?
I said, why would you do that? Or why would you put a parameter? If I feel that I can get to that dream one day, not necessarily saying
because that's what adults do.
I understand that.
Why would I put parameters to your dreams? Okay, do you just go someplace and don't look at the menu? You just start ordering? Or do you okay, that's what you ladies do. You go into the world and like, well, why would I put parameters? That's like limits. Yes, because there are limits. There are limits, man.
3 million. Hey,
how much do you think you'll
Tommy
make
Baker.
At the height of your career?
At the height of my career, probably 100,000, 110 in that range within my career right now without my business.
Okay. At the height of your earning potential, how much do you think you will actually make annually?
Right now?
Man, by the time you're 40 years old, at the height of your earnings, what do you think you'll be making?
200,000 to 300,000.
Okay. So one of the problems we have in our community is we don't plan out relationships. We just dream. So you're finding a little trouble stepping through what I'm saying to where it's feeling restricted. That's why I said, have you ever sat down and thought about this stuff? And you can't have thought about it to the level it needs to be, because you would understand that the kind of home you're talking about, $1 million home, 6-bedroom home, what kind of man earns the kind of money you're talking about making to where you can work and live the way you're talking about? What percentage of men make that money?
Very low percentage. So probably under 10%. Or are you looking at demographics, or you just?
I'm just looking at all men, period, man, because if you're talking about having a household income of several $100,000 to $1 million, and even if you were doing 50-50, that means you have a man who's making $500,000 a year.
Okay.
What percentage of men make that?
Very low percentage.
What? Give me a ballpark.
Under 10%.
Under 10% is not. Give me a more precise ballpark. Under 10% could be 9.99999 or 0.000000. Give me to the nearest single digit.
You need a bucket.
4%.
Need a bucket.
You're looking at, for $500,000 or more, you're looking at 1/10 of 1%. 1/10 of 1% of men. And of the women, you're looking at 1/10 of that. So if there were 100 men, 0.1% would be 1/10 of one man. That's just from the income.
I don't know why you can't hear me.
Why is this? Is it starting to make sense why the example I just went through is so important?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why do you think? Why do you think it is?
Just looking at finances, we're pursuing this goal or pursuing the type of man that we want, just knowing that we should at least set a barrier, not a barrier necessarily, but a perimeter in your words. But
What did your father do for a living?
you said what my father do?
Mm-hmm.
My father, he's 82. My father actually only went to middle school. He never passed middle school. He was born.
What did he do for a living?
He worked at a factory.
What did your mother do for a living?
She went to the army and she was a chef.
See, you got normal people. Why are you dreaming these $1 million dreams?
I
Because
say
I
that
want
all
to
the
be
time.
Just like in my family, I'm the
Angel,
first person to
I say
be,
that all the
break the
time.
first generation,
Dream-
go to college. And I
dream
also want to
catchers.
But understand, to go to college, you're talking about going to college to being the president.
But why can't I do that, though?
Well, let's go down that path. So this is where it starts to get rough, because dreams are fine, but you got to be realistic. It's not about probabilities. It's not about possibilities. Too many of you ladies deal in what's possible and not what's probable. And men deal with what's probable. How tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
Dress size?
8.
How much did you weigh the last time you weighed yourself?
Probably like 160, 161 was the last time.
Okay. Where would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? Fresh face out of the shower, your natural hair. Can't use 7.
You said, well, I rate myself on 1 and 2.
Just your face, fresh face out of the shower. You can't use 7.
8.
Okay. Beyonce's an 8. Kelly Rowland's a 9. Rihanna's a 10.
That's your rating?
That's the rating. That's pretty beautiful and gorgeous. Pretty beautiful and gorgeous are 8, 9, and 10. So where would you rank yourself? Would you adjust anything or would you stay there?
I'm still going to stay there.
Okay. So if you were standing in a room next to Beyonce and women of her ilk, men would pick you at the same rate they would pick her.
No.
Just sight on scene. Just on sight.
No.
Then man, you can't stay there.
I understand that, but
No, you don't. No. See, this is where you guys get into your ego. This is why I'm trying to. We're educated, right?
Yeah, we're educated.
So let's move emotion to the side. Let's use our education. If you are truly an 8, I should be able to put you in a room with other women who are 8s, and you should be getting selected at the same rates as those other women, solely based on your look. Nothing else. So if I put you in a room with 10 Beyoncés, 9 Beyoncés and you, out of 10 times, how many times do you think they would select her versus you?
10 out of 10.
So they would select her?
Just select her, yes.
Okay, so by simple logic and deductive reasoning, can you still be an 8?
No. In the range of what you're saying, no.
But that's the range. That's the range, ma'am. That's the range. Because in your life, have you experienced pretty, beautiful, or gorgeous outcomes? Meaning, the kind of men that go for Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, and Rihanna approach you in your life with the intent to date you romantically. The kind of men that make that kind of money, that kind of access. They sift through the crowd. They see you and say, these men do that.
You're asking me that
are just as worthy as Beyonce.
Yeah, men who go after women like that.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got Beyonce money.
Do you have those kind of outcomes? Meaning you have had and still have those kind of men approaching you?
No.
Okay. Then if you don't have those men approaching you,
they do, but not the men that's approaching Beyonce. Like the example is, I'm not famous or
No, see, I said it 5 times. Looks alone, they don't know anything about you. I'm saying Beyonce, men don't know anything about her. It's just her look.
So you're just saying looks?
Yes, so in your life, do you have men who are $500,000 or more earners approaching you for serious relationship or marriage consideration?
No, and that's only because I haven't put myself out there.
That's not why.
I mean, that's a piece of what's why.
That's not why though.
What's the reason why?
Because you're not on their level.
I know I'm not on their level yet.
It's not on their level yet. How could you get on their level?
By applying myself and
how
chasing my goals.
Men don't pick women the way women pick men. See, that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. In your mind, the reason these high-earning men don't approach me is because I'm not putting myself out there. That's not it.
I'm not on their level. Honestly, no, I'm not on their level.
Right. And there's nothing you can do to put yourself on their level.
Why is that? Can I?
Okay, I'll tell you why. Because there are plenty of women who look as good or better than Beyonce, who have everything that you have to bring to the table. These men that you're talking about have tremendous amount of options. And you are, how many times you say 5'6", 5'7"? Mm-hmm. Dress size 10, 8, 10, 170 pounds?
160.
160? I mean, you have a fuller face. Let's just say 160. Still within the range. I would give you a rating, facial rating. Is that your hair or is it extensions or something?
It's extensions.
So where's your hair length at naturally?
I'll say like right here.
I can't see.
Like right behind my neck.
Okay. So I would say, and you're in what state? Michigan? I would say I would give you 5 to 6. That means average looking to cute. And in your life, I would assume that when you're in junior high, high school, when you're in public, when you're at university, you had guys. You didn't have the captain of the football team, the high level guys at your age level approaching you. They were approaching women who were just different women. You were getting men about on your level.
No, I mean in high school, yeah, because I won like homecoming and I was like the captain of the pom squad. So like,
okay. But would you, if there was a statewide beauty pageant, would you have been in it?
I was in a pageant before.
Statewide beauty, I said a beauty pageant.
No.
Okay, ma'am. So, and I'm going through this because this is the problem in our community, in our world. We have taken average people and told average people that everyone is special, and that everyone deserves to dream as big as they can, and everyone deserves to be millionaires. And it's just not the way the world is. It's simply not. So, and it's even more insidious in our community because so many of our women have been told they have that same message that everybody is a winner. And then we've also lumped on to Black women, get your education in a business to even further elevate your standard. But then when you get out here amongst the kind of men you're talking about, and I can tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt, the kind of men you're talking about, the earning the kind of money you're talking about, they wouldn't pick a woman like you for several reasons, looks being one of them. One, you're too worried about making money, being a business owner, an entrepreneur, and all this other kind of stuff. And these kind of men are looking for women raised in traditional families who want to be mothers and support systems and put their man first.
And that's why I wanted to get on your show, just to ask that question right there.
But see, you would, and then too, due respect, ma'am, your goal, your dreams are exceedingly high.
Wouldn't you want to dream high?
No.
Why wouldn't you want to dream high?
No. You can dream high. See, here's the problem. You can dream what you want to. But I think we spend too much time dreaming, especially today. Our women need to deal with what's probable. See, you've been told dream as big as possible so you get as much, and the dreams you have are materialistic stuff.
I don't want material. You asked you when we first started.
Ma'am, if you, okay, ma'am.
You asked me what kind of house I want. And
right. You do want to, okay, you want at least 3 children. Do you want those children to be raised in an apartment?
No.
Then knock the BS off. You do have materialism. You want.
I have things I want, but you never asked.
But ma'am, you want a Porsche. Due respect, ma'am, those cars are not for average income people.
I know they're not.
So the things you want, I listened very well. I don't think you like the way it's coming around because I don't think you think of yourself as a materialistic person. But everything that we've talked about requires a lot of money.
Yes, I know that.
More money than most women earn, more money than most men earn. You said out of your mouth that by the time I start having kids, I would like to have my business and all this stuff set so I can pretty much work at my leisure. What percentage of women do you think have that option?
1%. I know it's low.
What percentage of mothers in this country have to work either full or part-time?
I say 80.
Yep, close.
I'm not into statistics, you know.
Well, because and here's the thing. I think it would have been far better for women in general, Black women in particular, to be raised with what's probable. So, because so many of you ladies are dreaming so big that you don't even see what's suitable for you right in front of you, so you overlook it. And then when what's suitable for you, you finally start recognizing because you're not getting what it is you think you deserve, y'all call it settling. Average looking women have always gotten with average looking men and have average lives. 20 to 30% of people, men in this country, own businesses. But that we have 60 to 70% of our women all trying to be business owners for money. For money.
That's the reason why I want to be a business owner. You didn't ask me my part, or you never asked me.
Do you want to be in business would you want to be in business if you were going to earn the same amount of money you would earn at a job?
Yes.
Why?
Because I realized just my passion in life, and my passion is to educate and make a difference. So if I can't do that within my job, then I prefer to do it within my business.
Do you understand? If you said yes, I would. So get all things being equal, well, not all things being equal. You're saying that I would rather own a business and than go to work at a job if I'm going to make the same amount of money.
Yes.
Do you understand that working in a business, you work far harder?
Yes, I understand that. I've been working for.
Excuse me. So if that's the case, who's going to raise the kids? Because you got to work harder at the business than you do at the job. And you can't be in 2 places at one time.
Can I explain to you what type of business it is?
I don't care what kind of business it is, it's still work that has to be done. You can't be in 2 places at one time.
No, you can't.
So what is more important? To be a business person and lead your kind of dreams or passion, or to be a mother to your children and a wife?
A mother.
Okay, if that's the case, ma'am, then I want you to go back and listen to this whole conversation, because nothing that we have talked about and what you want to do, it's been your passion, you're this, you're that. And I'm not making it, what I'm trying to show so many women is why it's so hard. Why women are quitting matchmaking for you guys. They're quitting because according to the women who are matchmakers, women today have unrealistic expectations. Man, and off the rip, 3 children and a 6-bedroom house is an unrealistic goal for the average person. You have to have a substantial income.
Yes, I do want a bigger family. That's just the goal for me. So
Okay? What was the other part? To have that in a 6-bedroom home, you have to have what?
money, income.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And what and that's so whether you want to call it materialistic or not, that is materialistic. A 6-bedroom home is for people with what?
A higher income.
Right.
Right.
So if your grandfather was an average person and your mother was an average, if your father and your mother were average people, you're the first person to go to college. Why are we going from here all the way to the tippy top of Mount Rushmore? Why not more probable, which are more likely? Or you don't think that way? You think it's better to just put it way up here?
I think it takes steps to get way up there.
Okay. Have you had when was your last relationship?
2018.
How long did it last?
4 years. I was in a relationship like my senior year of high school, all the way up into my last year, right before I got my bachelor's. So like 2019, it's 2015 to 2019.
Was he in college too?
Nope.
Okay. Was he older than you or younger?
You're older,
How much older?
like 5 years.
And what did he do for a living?
Work.
What does that mean? What kind of job?
Oh, like a factory job.
Okay. So let's take it away from you. If there's a woman who comes from regular working class people and she went and her boyfriend was a regular working class person, is it more probable that she's going to end up getting a life that's kind of in line with where she came from, or a upper class life?
When you transition from the past relationship,
Is that what typically, man, what's the probability of that happening? To you, to all women? Because what I'm asking, if you come from average, it's not the norm that you transition to upper class.
no, it's not normal.
So in order for it to happen, it's exceedingly what? Rare.
I understand.
So if it's exceedingly rare, it's a rare woman that gets it. And all the men are sitting there pulling their hair out, because what I'm saying to most women, it seems like you're just killing her dreams. No, I'm actually opening up your life to say, dream fine, but dream realistic. Because life is cold.
Mm-hmm.
When you go out into Chicago or wherever to get into, even if you went out, you'd be standing in line to get in the club or the spot with everybody else. The kind of women that get the kind of men you're talking about are in VIP. So it is far better to be realistic with what it is, because your goals are very high, and you can have them, but frustration in life tends to come when expectations don't meet with reality. And your goals are some of the highest I've talked to in the last several months. That's really high.
I like to have that passion, dream high, because if you wake up, meditate, and think that this is going to happen, push yourself, read books, learn, take courses into ways to get to that place, you can break that barrier. And that's just been my thought process on it. Okay. So that's why I tend
to. And what's you said your degree is in what?
So my bachelor's in advertising and public relations, and then my master's is in education and student affairs and leadership.
And are you working right now? You said you had a business.
I just finished this year, so yeah, okay. I'm working right
now. So how long you had a job? How had your job?
For a couple months. I just literally graduated, so I just finished my past job. But
and you're making your entry level income is in what range?
I'll say like 40,000-50,000.
Mm-hmm. And do you have a business yet?
Yes, I just started my business.
And what's that business?
It's called Branding Expert. So
yeah, okay. But I think it's fair to say that at your age, you really don't have much experience you don't have a client base.
I just started and I have a client.
So okay. Even if you have a client base, it can't be, but it doesn't go.
It's nothing over, no.
So my point is, man, you just graduated.
Yeah.
You're making $20 some odd an hour. And when most people, and that's for the masters, when most people would be sitting down saying, you know what? I need to get good at doing this one thing. You're doing this thing, and you got this thing.
No, I'm doing one thing.
You got a business
and getting my business. So I guess that's two things. I'm working and starting my business.
I know you can't serve two masters. So I know what it means to have either you have a career, but you got a career and a side hustle.
Yes, but in order to grow that, so what are you saying? You saying you can only work or be a business?
What I'm saying is the person who has 25 plus years in corporate America, 11 years in advertising and marketing, you ladies come along every day thinking just because you can get an LLC.
I never said all of that.
Ma'am, my point is you haven't accomplished anything yet, and your dreams are extraordinarily high. You don't even have a year under your belt. So starting a business, in my personal opinion, for somebody who's your age, who has, how are you going to help market somebody on branding? Because it's all theory at this point. You haven't worked for anybody. Okay, ma'am, I understand. See, this is why I think the internet is so good, but it's also so dangerous. The way business works is you used to have to actually go out and be something. You had to go work for somebody to learn something. And then once you became proficient or an expert in it, then you were then qualified to go start your own business and go to the market and say, I'm qualified because I worked for Acme and Company or Johnson and Son. I learned from these people. But today, because you have the internet and you can put a website out, people think you can just speed the process up, when at the end of the day, the consumer, the market hiring you is hiring a novice. You don't have any work history to pull from. The only thing you have to pull from is what you've learned.
Yes. And
what you charge somebody for in the open market is unfair. You're charging them basically to practice on them. That's how this works. So, and the funny thing is, while you're doing this, if you're doing something in your side job that is a conflict of interest with your current job, that is unethical.
No, they're two different.
Good. But my point is, how are you going to become a professional or an expert at this and grow this when both of these things require full focus?
What is the other thing that you're saying? My job?
You have a job and a business. Okay. Both require full focus. But it makes sense because you talk about children and being a mother and a wife the same way. And being a mother and a spouse requires full focus, not something you just do as an afterthought. But this is why so many women, that's why I have that whole song, I'm a PhD. Y'all think that getting married and having a kid is just, well, I'll just get married and have a kid, and because I'm making some money, I'll hire people to raise my family. and then I'll just get a guy with money into the workout, and it doesn't. Probability: 1 in 4 Black women will marry, and the average Black marriage is lasting less than 5 years. When the divorce is filed, sadly, women are filing because irreconcilable differences, unhappy. And you're usually unhappy because your expectations don't meet with reality. Your expectations are really high. So I'm going to say that go back and listen to this segment because it took me off guard off where I wanted to be. But this is far too many women are thinking like this. There's no relationship possible. Another woman who wants to have something. I mean, it's almost like you want to be a man. You got all these dreams, and I got this and that, and I want this, because to get the outcome, to get the lifestyle you want, you got to make a lot of money. I don't care how you slice it. And I'm going to ask you this, and then we're going to wrap up. With no heat, no judgment meant. I need you to understand that no heat, no judgment meant. But coming from average middle-class people, where did such an appetite for this lifestyle come from? Porsche trucks, 6-bedroom homes, jobs and businesses. Where did that appetite come from?
Just furthering my education and my passion. It didn't come from my parents. It didn't come from my family.
Furthering your education. Okay. No, okay. Education.
I'm not saying college. I'm saying learning.
Ma'am, what the lifestyle you're talking about, where did, coming from regular working class people, where did the appetite to say, I don't want to have this, I want to have that?
When you see your mentors have that.
Okay, what you have mentors who are millionaires?
Yes.
Since what age?
What you mean, what age?
Since what age?
Oh, this year.
Okay, ma'am. So this is a new thing?
Yes, this is new.
And how old is your mentor?
He is about 30. I don't know the exact age, but he's in his 30s.
And how many mentors is this?
I have 3 mentors.
And they're all millionaires?
2 are, 1 not.
And how old is the oldest?
The oldest, he's 41.
Is he married?
He's not, but the other one, Spectacular, he's not married, but he's engaged. So
did you meet these millionaires at school?
No.
I mean, those mentors at school?
No, I took their course. Well, one I took his course, and one I met through him.
Course,
like a course.
Okay.
Yes.
And where'd you find these courses?
Education. What you say?
Where'd you find these courses?
On just Instagram. I found Spectaculars on Instagram.
So you were looking for them, or you saw them in the feed or something?
Looking for him.
You were looking for them? How'd you know to look for them?
Because I wanted to learn about entrepreneurship and how to grow on social media.
Thank you. Thank you. That's exactly what I mean. Ultimately, thank you. This is why we end up is so thrown off as a culture. We are so quick to be trying to look for a cheaper, quicker route.
It's not cheap.
Ma'am,
So what's the easiest way to get a million?
There is no free money. You're an average woman with an average degree. These people don't get to be millionaires. So my point is, I'm going to talk right past you. This is why multi-level marketing, these get-rich-quick schemes, these courses are so rampant in the Black community because we don't want to do it the slow, long way that's been shown to work. Remember I ran that show, The Lion's Den, with Ramil Amir a year and a half ago, where the Shark Tank meets The Voice. And we had so many people coming in who wanted my saying before I got a PhD was, there's no such thing as free money. Everybody wants free money. You just sat here and laid out a life of a woman who was raised probably middle class from just solid, decent, hardworking folks. But then because you've heard entrepreneurialism, which is everywhere now, everywhere. You didn't go to college to be an entrepreneur. You went to college to get a degree. What did you go to college for? Was it wasn't to be an entrepreneur? What were you going there for first?
Advertising and public relations.
Thank you. Advertising, public relations, because you're going to go get a job. But because you get on Instagram or Facebook, and because all these ads for Ty Lopez and these guys looking over here, you can make this much money. They're everywhere.
That's not.
No. I know what I'm talking about. I don't need you to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, the Black community don't educate.
Okay, I know what I'm talking about.
All
Yep,
right.
I know what I'm talking. Yeah, bye. Don't need your part of this. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Just because you didn't drink the Kool-Aid, ma'am, you're an average woman, not gonna be marrying no millionaire. Not gonna be. This doesn't happen for most people. But this is why I want you guys to understand. This is why this boss chick entrepreneurship is so bad, because they go buy these courses. You guys have seen this. Instead of just doing it the slow way, everybody wants to get the bag. And they don't want to think of themselves as, I'm trying to get rich. But why wasn't what your family had before? Can't make this shit up. So let me say this. Going forward, in this matchmake thing, if you're a boss chick trying to get the bag and everything else, you're likely not going to be a good candidate for the woman that these men are looking for. If you're trying to be an entrepreneur, you're trying to find somebody to match your hustle and flow, go to a matchmaker and go pay $30,000, $40,000 to get you some matches, because y'all are looking for shit for men that are outside. Because I don't care what you do. If you don't look like what they're looking for and you aren't raised like they want you to, you can want all that all you want to. That was what he was even about on Instagram today. What did I post on Instagram? Here it was on Instagram. 6 feet tall. Over 6 feet tall. 14%. Over six figures. Only 14% over 6 feet tall. Only 10% 6 figures or more. And this is without adjusting for age, marital status, or preference. Ladies, why do you think you get such a rare man all to yourself? Why do you get a 006 all to yourself? Men like this are very rare. But women all feel like they're so special, they should get him and get them all to themselves. What was the other one? Singles can't elevate as a culture. Hyper-individualism is the opposite of this so-called culture, legacy, and community most modern women claim to desire. Yes, wanting to own your own business is counterproductive to family. As a young woman, yes, wanting to own your own business is counterproductive to family, because you are going, especially if you're going to college, most people aren't even putting in the 10,000 hours to become a pro at anything. And if you're honest, most of you are just trying to get to the bag. You want free money. You don't want to be middle-class people. Let's get to it, though. That was a long way to get around it. No, that was a long way to get around it, but it was worth it. It was worth it because, why was it worth it? Because you don't have to be, a woman doesn't have to be loud, ratchet, or to be, but women who don't prioritize relationships.
Wow. I'm
Hello.
so shocked. Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you? I was
Good.
just
How
being
old?
funny, but you know, I want to talk to you.
Hold on. How old are you?
I'm 31.
What do you want to talk to me about?
You know, I'm a boss woman. I just was out at my booth, you know, doing my pop-up shop today, and I went to college, and I believe that I can have a family one day. I believe that.
How many kids you got?
No kids.
Okay. You believe you can have a family? Okay.
Yeah, I believe I can meet my match.
Hold
I
on,
believe that I can find someone that.
Roll it back. No.
Oh, sorry.
We don't do.
I'm sorry.
We don't overtalk. That's one thing we don't.
I'm sorry. I'm getting people go to my page, my website, because I'm talking to you. So it's like, wow, I was shocked that.
Well, turn off the comments and have the conversation.
Let's talk. Help me out, Kevin.
I don't know why. I mean, if you already have it all figured out, why you need my help?
I mean, I want to help your viewers too see my point of view and talk to you and have a conversation.
I don't think my viewers want to hear a woman tell them anything.
I don't want to tell them. I want to answer your questions.
You said you wanted to talk to me.
Go ahead. I just want to talk about your conversation about how I can meet my match. How can I make?
I don't know what your match is. I don't know what your match is. What do you want?
I want someone that, you know, can match my drive, my ambition, you know, someone that can bring to the table what I bring to the table as a woman. You know, I want someone that can meet, you know, my match.
Mm-hmm. How's that working out for you?
It's been working out great, but, you know, honestly, I don't think guys at this point in my career are what I need to focus on. Like, I just want to focus on myself. And then when I get to a level where I'm comfortable, you know, I want to settle down, and that's what's in my vicinity. Then now I'll explore that more.
Want any children one day?
Yes, of course. That's why I'm doing everything.
No, I don't sound of course. It's not of course. I mean,
not of course, but
hold on. Look at this. Another time. How many kids would you like to have?
2 or 3.
2 or 3. Which one?
You know, 2 and a maybe, you know.
2 or 3. Which one? 2 or 3?
3. Let's say 3. Let's just go for it.
What state do you live in?
I live in Las Vegas right now.
Okay. At what age does geriatric pregnancy attach for the female?
I'm sorry, what?
At what age does geriatric pregnancy attach for women?
Yes, you know, there's a time.
At what age?
I'm like, I hear at 35 you begin to be
35, at 35, yes, at 35.
I'll settle for one kid.
At 35, no, at 35, when was your last relationship?
I mean, I'm dating someone now, but my last relationship was 1.5 years ago.
And how long did it last?
5 years.
Hey, could you do me a favor? You keep swiping. Could you turn off?
These people are going to my website.
Okay. Turn off the notifications or turn off comments, because that's kind of.
I can't. I'm sorry. I'll just ignore it. It's blocking your face though.
Well, you can turn off the comments. All you have to do is hit the 3 dots.
No, do you know my website? It tells me when I get viewers. Okay. So, but you can go ahead.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So, 5 years, right? 5 years was your longest relationship. Why didn't you guys get married?
Well, we just decided that's not what he wanted at that time. He wanted to focus on his business as well and get himself to a better position. You know, that's not, we both were just, you know, wanted to focus on business at this time in our life.
And what kind of business are you in?
I do marketing and branding. Same thing, you know, but I'm also, you know, I do.
All right. So at what age?
I own a marketing.
At what age? No, I don't know. We have this conversation. At what age do you think you will be ready or in a position to settle down?
Like soon, like now. I'm dating someone.
At what age? Because
31.
Well, ma'am, those two, you just contradicted yourself.
How?
Because you came through the door talking about you're not ready to do something.
I never said. I said that I want to. That's why I'm not in a relationship. I'm dating someone.
How long have you been dating this person?
For about 4 months.
Is he wanting to get married?
Yes.
Did you guys start dating with the intention to be married?
Well, yeah, I am. But how can I, balance my work and my relationship?
Did you start? Okay. Did you start dating this man with the intent that I'm dating men specifically and solely towards getting married.
Yes.
You guys have had this conversation.
Yes. From the day
and
one.
He wants to get married.
Yes.
And what kind of time frame does he want to get married?
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm really
you
not
haven't
sure
had
that I haven't had that. I haven't had that specific conversation.
You haven't had the conversation.
Okay,
So
I have.
You talk a lot.
No, I don't.
I'm getting to the bullet points. You
okay.
talk a lot.
Okay.
If you're dating with intention, you said I'm dating a man, and we got it clear that I want to be married. He wants to be married. The next question is in what time frame? Because in 4 months, if you don't know, if you didn't know from date one, why'd you go to date 2 or 3?
I mean, I'm assuming it's within a year.
We don't assume shit. We're business people. We don't assume anything.
I'm just dating right now.
No, man, we are business people. We're business people. We don't assume anything. We can't. Can you deposit an assumption? No. So in other words, you're not dating with what I call an intention to be married.
Okay.
So why don't you have the conversation with him tomorrow?
I tried to have it last night. I had something to do today, so I didn't go into it, but it is something that I do have intentions on doing soon. But
see, that's the problem. If this man if this man was what you say he is, he would already have had this conversation with you up front. You see, this is part of the problem. You ladies talk, but you don't want to get the real stuff up front because you might not be his pick. And he might not be yours, but the bottom line is, if he says tomorrow, no, I don't want to be with you. I like this, but I don't want to take it any further. What are you prepared to do? Just continue dating. Thank you. Other people. Continue dating, but you're only dating this one person. Well, not by that's by choice. But you're only dating this one person right now. Yes. So go back to geriatric pregnancy. Go back to when do you want to get married? Okay. I feel you. All right. This is what I mean. This is why you can't have what you say you want because you ladies don't approach it with seriousness. Well, you guys just get no, because the calendar has told you what life is. I try not to put a date on things that I can't determine, but I understand what you're saying. The intentions of actually putting a date on it could help expedite. I want you guys to understand how often our women don't want to put restrictions on or avoid women who don't want to put a calendar or a clock on anything. You don't want to put a clock on it because it's rejection. It's real clear. I mean, it seems that it could appear that way, but it's definitely it is that way. Some people just try to have faith, that whatever's going to. No, there's no faith. It is that way. Okay. I understand you. I believe you, but I never thought about it like that. Well, that's why men run the world. Because when stuff has to be done in a systematic way, you guys don't approach it that way. You approach it in your feelings and faith. So do you think men do that? They know when they want to get married and they set a date on that? Yes. I know at least 10 men who got married. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 men in my group alone. Plus, you can go on YouTube and see all the videos of people who say, I've been listening to Kevin. I got married in under 6 months. Yeah. Show you. Well, yeah, they're listening to you, but do they know that? No, man. You asked me. I can only tell you. I can show you people. I can show you folks. Dennis Furley, he's an attorney right here on YouTube, found his fiance in my group inside of a week. See, the problem is... I understand that you do help people, but I don't think people naturally know this. Then that's your problem. I'm not saying no one knows this, but I'm saying you don't think people naturally know. No. The answer is following up saying that they do this. They're not thinking. Overtalk me. You overtalk me. I told you don't overtalk me. Okay. I'm trying to. I'm listening. No, you can't listen to me if I'm talking and you're talking through me. That's the one thing I ask you not to do. And when I raise my voice, you start talking louder. You shouldn't raise your voice, honestly. Bitch, get off my phone. Not gonna act crazy with me. Don't get mad at me. Well, why can't I have it all? You got exactly what you got. Oh, why did he disrespect her like that? because she disrespected me. You ladies don't get to just keep disrespecting men with no consequences. That's the part of the problem. I think I could just go places and act a damn fool, even after you've been asked, can we do one thing this way? I shouldn't raise my voice. Who the fuck do you think you talking to? Try that shit somewhere else. Gentlemen, one of the things we must do as men is stop allowing women to dominate us like that. When they are not acting right, do not allow that shit. You remove your presence. Better to have nothing than that. And see, what triggers women like her is they all this business and business and business. Saying I'm a boss chick. What kind of boss mentality can't even have a conversation? Don't get mad at me because, like it or not, ladies, the calendar, the clock makes decisions for you if you don't want to make them for yourself. You see, that's what this whole thing is about. Why are you telling women what they can have? If you're not setting your life up to have anything other than a dream, don't get mad if that dream doesn't get fulfilled. People are like, wow. Hello? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can. How old are you?
You said how old am I or how am I?
How old are you?
I'm 23.
All right. Can you do me a favor and sit up?
Sure, why not?
What do you got for me? Why are we here?
Okay, I came in and out on the last conversation, so I kind of missed what you were saying, kind of. But I wanted to see what you had to say to me, because I've been told I am a dreamer, but also I'm not just dreaming because I am putting in the work to get what I want. I might not, know a lot of different people that can get me there, but at one point in time, I did have those connections through things in my life that happened.
Who told you you're a dreamer?
My own family has told me those things.
Okay. What do you want?
Well, I want a lot of things actually, but most of the things that I do want is not for me, it's for other people.
No, you're 23 years old. What do you want? Are you in school?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
For what?
Well.
Okay, I'm gonna need you, ma'am. Here's something. I'm gonna need you to hold the phone steady. You're moving all over the place.
Let me sit it on something. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
What are you going to school for?
Well, actually, I never finished high school, so I'm doing that now.
Where do you live?
I live in Georgia.
With whom?
I stay with my grandparents. Well, they're not really my grandparents, but they're older people.
So, no disrespect, in all seriousness, why are we here? If you didn't even finish high school and people in your life have told you a dreamer, do you have a job?
Yes.
How do you plan on taking care of yourself through your adulthood?
The same way I do now. They're not taking care of me. They're providing me with a place.
Okay, man. I need to, whatever you're doing, you're moving the phone again.
It's sliding, so I'm trying to fix it. Okay.
Do you have a GED?
No. That's why I'm in high school now. I went back to school, so I'm paying for my.
Why'd you quit school?
Actually, didn't quit school. What happened was, and I hate the word dropout because I was actually a straight A student. I was in my last year of school. So
you dropped out.
I didn't.
Okay.
Not
Any
tech-
children? Any children?
Yes, I do. I have 2 children actually.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and where are your biological parents?
My father is deceased and my mother is somewhere with her husband.
All right. Have you sat down with any professional counselors or therapists?
Yes.
Are you currently under any kind of anyone's care right now?
No.
I'm going to suggest you go back. Because,
Or
well, from what I've heard, you're a high school dropout, baby mama with 2 kids, living with
hey,
your grandma.
I wouldn't say a
Excuse
dropout.
me, ma'am. Hold on. You asked.
Okay, I'm listening.
You're a high school dropout
Mm-hmm.
with 2 children, living with your grandmother. You're socioeconomically, you're impoverished. You have no skills with which to make a living wage to actually provide for you and the children you have. And whatever that reason is, there's usually a psychological component for women who end up in your position. It's not YouTube. It's not YouTube. It's not about being a dreamer. There's something going on, and I'm going to suggest that you don't need to be on Instagram or talking to folks. You need to be working with somebody who's a clinician who can help you possibly get your thoughts on a correct trajectory so you can get yourself stable, so you can get some sort of education, to get some baseline skill, to be able to make a living wage, to be able to take care of the children you chose to bring into this world. That's why. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Oh, I'm not going to do that. So,
Really? What you gonna tell us? Oh no.
all right. So, what we start to see is, ladies, I'm going to make a suggestion to you. If you're a boss chick, I've said it before, if you're somebody who wants to own their own business in your 20s or 30s as a female, you're not in the marriage track. You're not in the marriage pool. You're just not. Not for the, especially not for men with their shit together. Because for various reasons. But I think they continue to show themselves. And really it's crazy that all these average people, all these average folks who went to average colleges with average degrees all want to drive Porsche trucks and live millionaire lives. And when it gets right down to it, it's because someone has sold you a bill of goods. It's possible if you buy my course and live my executive life. Do you see any other group of people in mass rushing out to do this kind of stuff? Most people choose, and I'm going to talk about this, especially in Black America. We need to choose. We don't like choosing stuff. We want to keep our options open to be as flexible as possible because you don't want to choose. Because what you choose comes with limits. It comes with a floor and a ceiling. What you went to college for, there's an income cap on it. And I am sorry, most women, 74% of Black women earn less than $50,000. I want you to think about every woman that I have talked to this week who wants a man making $100,000 or more. Every last one of them has been under the 9% of Black women who earn $74,000 or less. Every last one of them. And only 1 or 2 have been over $50,000. The woman that was 6 feet tall wanting to live in Bowie, $50,000. This 24-year-old woman with her master's, $40,000. And I'm like, with as much compassion as I can muster, I'm like, you can look at yourself in the mirror, and I want you guys to compare yourself to the woman who just said she was an 8, right up there with Beyonce. The same woman who was 6 feet tall in Bowie, I'm a 10. Average as French toast. Both of them average. Ain't nobody confusing you guys for homecoming queens or beauty queens. You're not. Both of you overweight. One was 200 pounds, one said she was 160 or whatever. Still more than the 125 or 130. But you get what I mean. I want you guys, all the women who are getting flustered, I want you to imagine a world where average men walked around talking about they were bosses. Walking and talking like they had that kind of status. Y'all will call them men crazy. She wasn't no dress size 8. That woman everybody 175, 180 pounds. But I just let them go. But I want you guys to think, if I did this and snapped and switched and made it men talk about I'm an 8. I'm an 8. And you'd be like, wait a minute. Well, don't you think it's good to set your sight out? No, I think it's good to have probabilities, not possibilities. You don't get to go to school in marketing, communications, history, English, sociology, psychology, any humanities, and go be a high-earning woman. You don't get to do that. You're a middle-class person. If you graduated with any one of those things, you don't get to have a high-end lifestyle. You get a middle-class lifestyle. That's what you signed up for. You didn't go to school and take calculus 1, 2, and 3 and differential equations, physics 1 and 2, thermodynamics. You didn't take, chemistry 1, 2, organic chemistry. You didn't take any of these things. Why? You took the easy path. You took the path where you were guaranteed to get a degree. You didn't go accounting. You didn't go science, engineering, technology, math, where you had to study 30, 40 hours a week. You took the path to where you could go to class Monday, Tuesday, Friday, take 13 hours and graduate in 4 years. And you take the income limitations that come along with that. Then you took your average self right past the gym to eating hot Cheetos and Funyuns and macaroni and cheese or whatever else. You didn't go to the gym and live a life of discipline to whether you're a little bit overweight or grossly overweight. And as an average woman, you don't get to turn around and all of a sudden say, okay, we're all the 6 feet tall, 6-figure dudes making, no. I mean, and this is what happens when you have a world that's told women, dream big, you can have it all. When you can be Lizzo sitting on the damn toilet, live streaming her taking a dump and nothing happens, but yet men telling the truth, they want to cancel them. Sorry. Man, I said a 5 or 6 to be average. I'm just going to say average. And you think about it. You got so many women like these 2 women who would think that their men on their levels are beneath them. So in order to move this forward, because I'm really tired of some of this stuff, if you want to be a boss chick and be an entrepreneur in your 20s or 30s, you want to own your own business, cool. But the whole matchmaking thing likely ain't gonna be for you. And if you happen to be that one woman who has decided to own her own business, if you're not a woman who is really prioritizing relationships and your family and everything else, I mean, it's going to be a rare woman that has a business in her 20s or 30s that was raised traditionally or raised to think of relationships as a priority, because those two things don't happen. So, and why am I saying this? All in an attempt to get a different conversation going on with women that are possible, because I really don't want to talk to women in this category who really aren't in the ballpark. So what I'm gonna start doing is I just did this impromptu because people asked me to, but when I do the next show like this, I'm gonna do some, hello.
Hi, Kevin. How are you?
I'm well, how are you?
I'm good.
Good, how old are you?
I'm 24.
Cool. So what do we got? Are you here for the virtual match thing or something else?
No, I came just to chime in because you said just now that if you are a woman and you majored in business marketing and you said a slew of other degrees, that you're basically going to have an average life. And I disagree with that.
Okay, disputed based upon the numbers.
I was going to dispute it against my experience.
Your experience doesn't mean anything. Disputed based upon the numbers.
But
No, ma'am. See, your experience, due respect, even if it's incredible, it's yours.
That's true, but it's
Disputed
still
based upon the numbers.
But I'm not the only woman out there that's being.
But if that's the truth, it should show where.
You're right in the numbers, but
Thank
I'm saying for you to be.
Then I'm not saying anything. The numbers say that.
I understand, but for you to make a broad.
Okay, ma'am, it's not broad. It's a fact.
Okay, for you to make a statement like that, I'm saying
It's
that's
a factual state. It's a fact. Dispute what I'm saying as a matter of fact.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying a matter of fact?
No.
Bullshit. It's a matter of fact because the data exists. The data exists, ma'am. No, ma'am. Blackdemographics.com, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, Department of Health, the CDC. This stuff is all the census. Those are facts.
Okay, 1 second.
Before you say anything, we got to agree to have an adult conversation.
Oh, definitely. Most
Facts
I've been on your platform
over feelings. Facts over feelings. So so everything you're attempting to say, prove it with facts.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Here's a fact. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in business marketing. A fact. I make over $60,000. I make over that. So that puts me in a different percentage, right? You said most Black women in America don't make over. You think you said 74% of Black
74% of Black women make under $50,000.
Right. So that
only 9% of Black women make more than $74,000.
Okay. Well,
so that puts you in what percentage?
A rare percentage.
Thank you. So you just proved my fact.
Yes.
Oops.
But hold on.
No, ma'am. There's no but. See, what you don't like is the fact that 74% of Black women make $50,000 or less. It didn't say what the degrees are, but we do know that different degrees have different floors and ceilings.
That's true.
Like it or not, if you choose humanities or business, you are choosing lesser income than math, science, engineering, technology, math, law, or medicine. True or false? As an average, not on potential, as an average. Does the average attorney make more than the average person with a marketing degree?
On average, yes.
Thank you. See, what you ladies like to talk about is possibility versus probability. Is it probable that you have a business degree as a female and you're going to earn over 6 figures?
If you say it's hard to answer.
Probable. Is it probable?
Hold on.
No, ma'am. Is it probable? Meaning 50%, 51% or more.
I will have to argue yes, and this is my reason why. If you look into business, you have
If it
accounting
was
and
probable,
finance.
ma'am, hold on,
Wait.
let me
Kevin,
stop.
hold on.
First of all, you cannot argue that, because you would have to look at the total amount of business degrees granted. If 51% or more of the business degrees granted did what you said, probability, then the amount of women earning less than $50,000 would shrink. The amount of women earning $74,000 or more would rise. Sorry, man, it just doesn't work. The average Black woman in this country earns less than $28,000 a year.
Now, what I was saying was, if you say business, you have to take an accountant of accounting and finance. That too falls under the bracket of business. Majority of accountants have their CPA. Hold on, wait.
They don't change the raw numbers. See, here's what you're looking for. Kevin, you're right and I'm wrong.
You said that's what I'm looking for?
Yeah, because that's the truth. I'm right and you're wrong.
I think that's what, with all due respect.
Okay, you can have all, you don't have to. Blackdemographics.com. This is Black females. The average Black woman in this country, $28,000.
Okay.
Ma'am, do you believe that number?
I believe you. I'm not.
Okay. Do you believe, according to for the census data, the Department of Labor, the Department of Health, the CDC, all the places that categorize and collate this data, that set policy, set budgets, all these other things, they got all the data. And when Black statistics for Black people by Black people say that 74% of Black women earn less than $50,000 in this country, that means 3 out of 4 earn less than 50 grand.
I hear you, Kevin. I hear you.
So what's your problem with it? Just because you got a business degree and you earn more doesn't change the fact, man, that puts you in a different bracket. That's you. That does not mean it changed the numbers.
I understand, but what I was saying was, when you make a statement like you did, saying and making it sound factual.
No, stop right there. Stop right there.
Kevin, you gotta.
No. I'm gonna stop you right now. You're trying to be, okay, man. I'm not going to allow you to do that. I'm not going to allow you to play slick loose. I'm not going to make it sound factual. It is factual.
Okay. Let me get this thing.
Okay, no, I'm not. I'm not going to allow you to play word games like that.
Because
what you're trying to no, ma'am. See, what you're trying to do is make your position, and I don't want to allow you to discredit me. I want to allow you to play slick. I want to allow you to play slick and loose with the words either. Just don't try to say that I'm trying to do something. I'm reading the data.
Okay. I'm sorry for that. When you said, you named a multitude of different degrees, and you said that if you major in these type of degrees, you will make no more than average. That's your lifestyle will be average. You'll make nothing more than the average American citizen.
Probably the probability is that way. Yes.
Okay. So what I was just saying was, yes, that is right. And it's the probability is higher, but I am a walking factual being that is saying that isn't all.
So what?
That isn't.
So what, man? Okay. See, what you're failing to account for is you're in the minority.
Okay.
Oops.
But the minority still counts.
But the minority accounts for the fact that what I said. See, it's like what you're basically trying to say is when you have children,
okay,
and you have a son. You have a son, and your son says, and he has the intellectual ability to go become a cardiologist, an attorney, or go to school in marketing. You're going to tell him that all 3 of those degree paths have the same probability of income. Just because somebody in marketing can hit it big. When you look at the schools, and you say, well, you can go to MIT, Stanford, Harvard, all these other places, and you can afford it. You're going to tell them, go for the marketing because it has a higher probability. Because you know what? People can get a marketing degree and go become a VP of marketing. But what's the probability? The raw numbers. Which raw numbers earn more money? Attorneys, physicians, or marketing?
Attorney.
Thank you. The raw numbers. See, and my question is this. Why did that bother you so much?
I think what bothered me the most when I heard it, or what made me want to chime in when I heard it, was just, I already know what you're about to say. That's why I'm hesitating. Is that it kills people's, I would say dreams or motivation to want better. It kills it. Like, oh, this is just, I guess this is what my life is gonna be, my baseline. This is what it's gonna be. Which, I mean, if that's your mindset, then of course that's what your life is gonna be. But if you have a bigger drive behind you, which I do, of more ambition, you're gonna push yourself, and you're gonna.
You're 24, young lady. You're 24.
I am.
You guys and the millennials are the first generation of people to look facts in the face and say, I don't care. I think and I feel something different. Because when I was your age and enrolling in college, the reason I chose engineering over business was because engineers factually made more money.
Right.
That's the reason you do it. Because when I was going to school, there was no internet and there was no social media, and everybody didn't have a supercomputer. So we were much more willing to accept the reality that no matter what your drive is, the world is the same. After you get your degree, you are one of the how many hundreds of thousands of marketing degrees that are given that year. Hundreds of thousands versus one of the tens of thousands of engineering degrees. And they're always looking for engineers. People in business, when I went to school my freshman year, Black Monday happened. Wall Street crashed. People were graduating in spring of 1987. Black Monday happened fall of 1987. And all of a sudden, you had people who had graduated the year before all going back to school. Why? Because there were no jobs. All the jobs that people were going to get because the stock market had crashed, the savings and loan industry flatlined. So, and what was happening? People were coming back with those degrees in business, going back to get a master's or an MBA in engineering because those were the jobs they were hiring. When I was a freshman, even as an average engineering student, I had internships. The people in humanities, journalism, communications, all these things, they were doing internships for free, having to work for free. Minimum wage was $3.35 an hour, and I was getting paid $4,000 a month as an intern. See, the reality is certain jobs pay more money over a lifetime. Just like people with college degrees on average make more than people with high school diplomas over a lifetime, right?
Yes.
Well, if you accept that as a reality, you got to accept that there are some things that are more valuable. Just because you may have a marketing degree and may be able to break through, how many hundreds of thousands or millions of marketing, millions of humanities degrees that are out there that are useless?
That's true. That's true.
So here's my question. Why is it so important for people your generation to have these big dreams that most people can't do? That's not how most people do it. When you were a kid, we told you could do anything. You could be president, but now as an adult, you kind of like, no, I can't. You kind of know what you can and can't be.
Yeah. My dreams haven't really changed that much since I was a kid.
What are those? What are those?
One day I would like to be a CEO or a chair member, CEO/chair member of corporation.
Okay. Where'd you go to get your undergraduate?
Business marketing.
Where?
Prairie View A&M University.
Okay. How many Prairie View graduates are C-suite members of Fortune 2000 or higher companies?
You said CEOs of them?
C-suite, period. And I Prairie View only. No, not UT Business, not Rice Business School, not Fuqua, just Prairie View only.
I'm not sure. To be honest with you, I would have to do some research and
Zero.
For that.
Prairie View just got their engineering accreditation back in the last 20 years. When I was in school, going to get a degree in engineering at Prairie View, you couldn't even get a job because they lost their accreditation. So, you know, just like I know, hopefully, wanting to become a C-suite in someone's corporation, where you got your undergraduate determines a lot. Ma'am, what's President University? How many of our presidents have gone to Harvard or Yale? You want to be a president, there's a path. If you want to be in the C-suite, there are certain schools. If you're gonna go get it, if you were going to be an executive, where should you go to get your MBA? Houston Tillotson, Fisk, Howard, or Stanford, University of Illinois, Duke, NYU, UT Austin, consortium program, University of Michigan. See, the last ones I mentioned have a better chance of, because everyone who applies for the position can do the job, true or false. They have the baseline skills. So then why is it that we tend to pick people from these places? Because those things matter. The intangibles. So if you want to be what you're saying, then what's your Ivy League business school? Who are your networks? Who are writing your letters of recommendations? Who's your mentor? That's what it's going to take to get what you're talking about. Not just drive.
Absolutely. But I want to point out something to you.
Wait.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead and point out to me.
Okay. So just like you said while we were having this conversation, that I am a rare commodity, right? So I majored in business marketing. I make over the, I guess, average amount. So with that being said, just because it hasn't been done doesn't mean it can't be done. And that's something I really do love about my generation that I'm in. We look facts in the face and show that we can do otherwise. Like, yeah, it would.
No. Due respect, ma'am, your generation hasn't shown anything. You just talked.
Really?
Hold on, listen. Your generation loves to talk. Your generation conflates probability and possibility. See, right now, your generation is not old enough to have accomplished anything. You just think, well, because we think differently than the other generations, that it's possible. And what you're going to find out is things have happened the way they happen for a reason that many people in your generation just simply don't understand, because you thumb your nose at those old school ways of doing things, because that's old school. We new generation. We got computers and smartphones. See, but my generation, one thing we have over your generation is we had to earn our knowledge. Your generation is lazy. You want to know something, all you got to do is pick up your supercomputer and ask it, and it will tell you. My generation, you wanted to learn something, you had to walk to the library or get on your bike, ride over there, go to the library, use the Dewey Decimal System. Do you know what that is?
Yes, I know what that is.
Many people don't. No disrespect. Many people don't. The Dewey Decimal System. To look up a book, go get a book, and sit there and read it to get the knowledge firsthand. A sparse much, and then give it back. See, knowledge that is worked for is more valuable than knowledge that is given. So while you may say that your generation, because you have technology, you haven't proven anything that you're going to have a better outcome. As a matter of fact, it's going the opposite direction because you guys are much more hyper-focused and individualistic than us. Y'all ain't work together well. But you got time. And guess what? We're going to be sitting back when you get to be about 45 years old, and I'll be like, uh-huh. Then you go, and what ends up happening, like every generation, just like I had to go back to my mother's generation, my grandmother's generation, when I was young and thought I knew everything, I had to go back and like, damn, you was right. They were like, we tried to tell you. Here's the funny thing. Human beings have not really evolved much. We are pretty much evolutionarily, we live longer because of modern medicine. But we are roughly, the human software, we're roughly where we were about 300 years ago. The middle class, teenagers, and dating, these are new inventions of the last 50 to 70 years. But if you look at the pace of technology from the dark ages to roughly around 1900, it was very slow. But then the industrial period, where we went from horse and buggy to automotive, in 100 years, human beings accomplished in a 100-year period what was 5,000 years. But our brains haven't caught up to that. We are still, in our minds, hunter-gatherers meant for living in villages. That's how we evolved. Would you believe that human beings are not really meant to live in places of over 5,000?
I can believe that. I can believe that because it wears on your mental health and things like that. I can believe that.
We're really supposed to live in little villages of 500 or less. 5,000 was a major metropolitan city. I'm here in Atlanta, and it's 7 million people. We live in boxes. Our brains aren't caught up with this. Yeah. So my point is that just like you understand that it can wear on you, you guys have too much information, a lot of information. But the systems that make this world work are there for a really good reason. Because just because you know something, everybody who knows a job can't do a job. You're going to find out that your bosses, a lot of them, you're going to be smarter than them. But you got to pay your dues. And when you get to be that point where you're the boss and the boss's boss, you're going to have some 20-some-odd-year-old who think they got the keys to the universe come through. You're like, because that's how human beings work.
Yeah, that's
do you want to get married one day?
Yes, I do.
Want children?
I'm undecided.
Why?
Personal past reasons.
So when you're this C-suite executive, who do you want to pass all this money, resources, and legacy to? The state?
No, family. My family.
Whose family?
Like my family. So maybe I'm undecided about kids. So if I have kids, then them. But if not, then my nieces, nephews, things like that.
So you have brothers or sisters?
I have sisters. All sisters.
All sisters? How many sisters?
3.
How many nieces and nephews do you currently have?
0.
So if their nieces and nephews is assholes and sluts, you want to give all their money? If your nieces and nephews are knuckleheads, you're going to take everything that you've accomplished as a C-suite executive and just give it to Nug and Keisha.
The probability of my nieces and nephews becoming knuckleheads is very slim, but if they were to, then probably not, no.
Okay, then, but that's all, but that'll be your only option. You either give it to Nug nephew and Ratchet Keisha, see, or you give it to the state or charity.
Well, I don't know, maybe I'll adopt or have a mentee, I'll give it to somebody. Somebody with purpose will be given my estate.
But if your sisters are having kids,
Mm-hmm. I see your point. I see it. Like I said, from past personal reasons, I have hesitation. So
at 24 years old, have you had
You got that right.
I have, yes.
You got that
have been in
right,
therapy
Dr.
for
P.
last, I'll say 1.5 years, 2 years.
what do you think? What is the purpose of life?
What is the purpose of
I'll
life?
take it back. What is life about? What is life about?
Making a difference. To me, that's what life is about.
A difference meaning with whom?
That depends on
life is about people.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
All right. Well, but if you go do all these great and wonderful things, and when you pass on, what you done dies with you.
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, it does. I mean, don't you think your nephews and your nieces are going to honor what you've worked for like your sons and your daughters would?
I mean,
man, life is about people. Life is about relationships.
I understand that, but I'm saying, like, there are people who make amazing accomplishments in their life and they leave their estate to their kids, and their kids tarnish their reputation and everything like that.
Fear, scarcity, and lack. If you watch me, look how often our women live in fear, scarcity, and lack, which leads to anxiety and stress. That's negative.
No, I'm not saying that's
yeah, so this is the same woman who's telling me the probability and the possibility of all these great and wonderful things happening, thinking when it comes down to kids, well, you could leave your money to this. Either gonna have the same, now keep that same energy, man.
Wait, if you would let me finish my statement, what I was saying was, yes, you could have kids and your kids could do you wrong just like anybody else could. Just because you have something to leave doesn't necessarily mean you want to leave it to your family. You want it to leave somebody who can honor your legacy.
So would you rather have had no siblings?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
No, I love my siblings.
Then thank you. Then let's cut the crap. Life is about people and family.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's about. So whatever negative happened to you, get it under control. Because life is about family. When something happens in your life, mm-hmm. You want family. You want people who share your bloodline, your family culture. You want, when you're old and no longer to be a little cute girl doing her hair like this, you want somebody to say mama, name, something, and so forth. Life is about family. And one of the worst things that's happened to so many Black women is you guys are just not making families, cut off from the very essence of being a woman, which is to nurture and move the culture forward. For whatever reason, good, bad, or indifferent. But trying to get our women to become what every other group has, women who want to be mothers and pass things forward. I'm not trying to say what happened. I'm saying life happens to us all.
Right.
But the point of having all this stuff or doing all these things is family, people.
That's
you want to, because passing it on to a charity, you can do that too, but better to pass it on to your lineage. So I don't know, man. And I guess at 24 years old, you got sisters. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't even want to say that because it'll get out. But you want to pass it on to yours if you can. And at 24, whatever you're talking, whatever you're referring to, life happens to us all. But there are plenty of women, because I mean, unless you want to be a jet set woman by yourself with your PhD and your dog, because do you want to be married one day, or do you want to be a single woman?
No, I definitely want to be married one day.
Well, then men tend to want to have kids, right?
I understand that, and for the right man, I possibly might, but I mean, you're not a man, so you wouldn't understand because you don't actually go through the process of holding a child, and
I'm not a woman.
yeah, exactly. So you wouldn't exactly understand what I'm referring to, but you know.
Well, what I do understand is that modern women have a far easier infant mortality. There's a reason our grandparents and our great-grandparents, there's a reason families used to be 10, 12, 10, 8, 10 kids. Why? Because you lost 2 or 3 of them. Modern technology has made us soft to where when life happens to us, we get traumatized from things that happen. Human beings are not all supposed to make it out of. Think if you have had any pets or anything, the litter doesn't all survive. But human beings have populated this world because we keep going on. We don't shut down because of things that happen. We make the best choice. That's why I said, whatever you're talking about, the ultimate, without getting into it, it is a psychological thing. Whatever's going on is a psychological issue. Because it is human nature to want to produce yourself. It is human nature. Just like people who say, oh, it's human nature to survive. You want me to show you how it is? If I could set myself over to you right now, and you could be as depressed as you want to be, it's human nature to survive, because if I were to take a pillow and put it over your face, guarantee you would fight me for your breath. It is in our nature to survive. So we can say whatever we want to in our depressive and anxious states, but in our core being is the evolutionary drive to procreate and survive. So whatever you're talking, that's why I said therapy. I want to get into it, therapy, because life is about people, especially as we head into this holiday season. Much better to have presents under the tree from your husband and to your husband and to your kids and to your mama than just a sorry ass Charlie Brown Christmas tree with corn cobs and dry ass Christmas cake. Take it easy. Bye bye.
Bye.
See, you can have a conversation without screaming, but seriously, ladies, look, I think one of the biggest things is women today have been told that relationships are optional and these jobs and careers, and like it or not, the numbers say different. I'm gonna say it again. Unless you know you're gonna be in the top 10% of all female earners, saying a relationship's not a priority is not in your vocabulary. It has to be a priority. Either a relationship's gonna be a priority or the streets are gonna be a priority. One of the two, because you can't afford to do it on the 74% that earn less than $50,000, or the 9% that earn $74,000 or less. And if you average looking women, do not get your head on straight and stop having these millionaire dreams with millionaire homes, driving foreign SUVs, when you come from average ass people doing average ass things, and that is a good thing. Just keeping up with the Joneses, I've seen it on Instagram, I got it. I got the multi-level marketing entrepreneurial course of all courses. Young lady, I want you to also ask yourself, if this course you bought was such a probability, then why doesn't everybody do it? if the course you bought was such a revolutionary guarantor of probable success, then we all should be doing it. The reality is not. The reality is you went to school, you went to high school, you went to college. There's a ceiling and there's a cap on life. And everywhere else in the world, people accept these realities. But here in America, people tend, especially in the Black community, we act like, if I can dream it, it can happen. Sure. Dream for one thing, but prepare for the worst. You better prepare for a middle-class life. That's like that one woman who started, remember the TikTok chick, remember her? Y'all remember this one, right? We all remember where this all started from, right?
It's the same year, right? I grow my business to where maybe it's not multi-millionaire, but I have employees. We're going on maybe $1 million. Then what, Kevin? What we gonna refer this conversation? What if I do? It's a lot of people who Little Dirk. I mean, even though he's a rapper,
Little Dirk.
Everybody go get his high school diploma. You can obtain great success and wealth without going to school or working a job. Honestly, name a job. Name one job that I can work with a degree that will bring me in more than $5 million a year. Am I going to obtain the money that I want to obtain working for somebody else? Where am I going to get it? In the government? Like where am I going to get it? Like I want to build generational wealth, and I'm not going to do that.
For who?
Working for somebody else. I have to have different.
Living at home with mama.
You know this. You don't just have one job. That's why even when you were 26, you had two. You understand?
She thought she was dropping knowledge. Name me a job I can go get making $5 million. Nothing with your mind. Nothing. You're not nothing. You're not a $5 million earner. Talking about Little Dirk. But sin is always a possibility. Guess what? I'm going to take Bundle B's. I'm going to take Bundle B's example, and since she can be a 26-year-old in 1 year, $5 million entrepreneur, I'm going to be the first 52-year-old rapper. I am now called Big Henry. I was gonna call myself Little Henry, Little Henny. My rap name Little Henny, but I'm not little, so I'm Big Henny. I'm the Big Henry rapper, big hot earner, not rich yet. I'm gonna start dropping bars. Drake, Kanye, Lil Durk, Lil Pistol Starter, all you rappers understand something. The Godfather is gonna put a hot 16 on your necks. We need to collaborate. Send this out to your favorite rapper. I'm going to be the first 52-year-old man to enter into rap because it's possible. Because we got all these women out here who are going to be entrepreneurs. I'm Big Henny. I'm Big Henny now. Big Henny. I only Big Henry, Big Henny. So when you see Big Henny drop up on TikTok and I start putting these bars out, yeah. So what else I need to go get? I need to go ahead and ice this shit out right here. Ice this out. I need to give me a Cuban link chain. I need some neck tattoos and shit. What can change my beard? Can change my beard different colors. Yeah. Big Henny. I'm gonna be a rapper now. Because it can happen. You mean I mean nothing to y'all. Understand? Yeah, man. Big Henny. Big Henny. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and hit up Drake right now. I'm going to hit up Drake right now. I'm going to hit up Drake right now. I'm going to hit up Drizzy right now. Here we go. Drake of, no, his name, that ain't you. What, anybody got Drake's, somebody give me Drake shit. Does Drake got Instagram? Let's see if we can't find Drake. J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Young Thug. We have some Atlanta rappers. T.I., hit me up, man. I'm gonna go. I don't have to drop bars yet. I'm gonna swing by T.I. spot. and have him teach me how to put some stuff together. Because let me see. I'm trying to. Drake's a Canadian rapper. Okay. You ain't got Instagram, Drake? Champagne Poppy. See, he's Champagne Poppy. I'm Big Henny. It could work. Champagne Poppy and Big Henny. Champagne Poppy and Big Henny. Okay, here you go. Yo, Drake, this is Big Henny. Ready to drop that Hot 16 on your next track. Hey, you want me to holler at Future too? Holler at your boy Future and tell him I need to get on that next mixtape. Big Henny, Champagne Poppy, and Future. Y'all ain't ready for it. Don't be surprised. The Godfather, don't be surprised Drake hit me back up talking about, what? Who is this dude? Big Henny up in this. It's possible, right? I'm gonna have Chanel as a backup dancer, Muse over there. I'm gonna have Chanel as a backup dancer. Yeah, man. Don't sleep on your Godfather. All inspired by Bumblebee. Oh my God, I'm going to hell. All inspired by Bumblebee. They be like, what happened? Who's Bumblebee? Y'all know who Bumblebee is? Yeah, Bumblebee. Bumblebee did it all. Me and Bumblebee, and then I'm a hirer too. I'm a hire Bumblebee. So, you know what? This could actually work because Drake wears a lot of Tom Ford, by the way. I be picking some of this. We got like, there's this one, he has several things that I have. I have several things that he has. Yeah, especially you'll see. Don't be surprised. Me and Drake gonna do on the Tom Ford remix. Too Sexy.
Go to bed, all of y'all. Go to bed. I can't stop the sound. Oh my God.
So what I'm gonna need though, because Future was on this track, right? And Young Thug and Drake. I'm gonna need some of y'all out there to volunteer to be baby mamas. I'm gonna give you 3 good minutes of some salt and pepper gravy. I need some baby mamas. I gotta have some cred. I need some street cred, okay? Because I ain't shooting nobody. I'm not shooting shit. I'll shoot up the club. I'm gonna need some baby mamas. So if you down to go half on a baby, I ain't gonna be shit either. I need to get deadbeat because I don't want to be like a functional father and shit. Because I need the street cred, deadbeat, So Big Henny gonna need to get about 1, 2. So Becky, Marisol, Mylene, Jamila, and Keisha. Already got 1, the black one. We need these 4. I want to have the United Colors of Benetton. Becky, white girl, come on through. Marisol, Mylene, Jamila. Yep. I'm bringing another black girl in too. Come on. All inclusive, 5 baby mamas. Big Henny with the 5 baby mamas. They can be background dancers too. Shit. Man, this could work. I'm too sexy for this. Hey. That's right. That's right. That's right. This could work. No. That could work though. That could work. Big Henny in this bitch. Do not Big Shirley. Now Big Shirley gonna be our bodyguard. Big Shirley gonna be the bodyguard. Because we gotta protect the baby mamas out there. Big Shirley gonna be the bodyguard. We'll take care of her. I'm too sexy for this trap. Too sexy. Yeah. So who wants to teach me how to rap? Somebody needs to teach me how to rap. I can tell like, you know, impromptu jokes and do impressions, but yeah. So Drake, holler back at your boy Future. What's up? You know, I need some futurisms. We already got She Belongs to the Streets. Young Thug was over there. I think that was Young Thug was. Oh, I don't remember. Who was there when I did that podcast? I need to reach out to y'all think I'm lying. I am going to come make a whole goddamn parody. People been parodying me already. I'm gonna parody my damn self with Big Henny. Big Henny in this piece. My raps are going to be straight trash can juice. Because I have no bars, but I'm going to make it sound good. I'll be rapping over Tool instrumentals. Big Henny up in this bitch. Big Henny waiting for the video, and I'm gonna start the video off with Lizzo on the toilet. Then she's gonna go to twerking. That's how you gonna know it's gonna be a Big Henny production. You're gonna have DJ Khaled in the back. We're the best. You're gonna hear the toilet flush. You're gonna see Lizzo sitting on the toilet. Then she's gonna start twerking. Then Big Henny gonna just come through here. Big Henny gonna come through it with the slap song, the dog bark, and the salute. With the feminist dancers. Come on, man, this shit could work. Joe Biden. Hey, Joe Biden, that's right. Joey man actually helped me out on this. Hey, Joe, bring me on the pod. Teach me how to rap. That could work. That could work. Have Dave Chappelle do an ad lib for me. I can't even ask Kevin Hart to do like a, hey man, this could work. Jamie Foxx, holla at your boy. I can't sing, but I need Jamie on one of the tracks. I need Jamie on one of the tracks with Big Henny. This shit could work. Cause y'all know, here's the funny thing. You guys know, I take myself, I try to keep myself really rather, grounded. But there are people who watch me who are celebrities, who are popular. I know this. I've had messages from them. And you guys have all asked, why haven't you been on this show or that show or this show or that show? But you never know, they may book Big Henny. Oh, Big Henny. Big Henny had one dropping. They got to do all the radio stations, do all the morning shows and podcasts. Oh my God. Big Henny. It could work. It could work so well. It could work so well. Where's that song? Here's a song that made me think of the song Big Henny. Because where's Bucket Luke? If you're not from Oklahoma, you won't understand what I'm about to play. You're not from Oklahoma, you won't understand. But if you're from Oklahoma, this will make sense to you. Is Daddy P from the O to the KC? Irish cream.
Oh my God, I'm gonna get hit with them damn copyright strikes. I'm gonna kill him.
Big Henny. keep coming to real that shit. Big Henry. Mr. Nitro and Bucket Loaf. Mr. Nitro and Bucket Loaf, Oklahoma City's finest. I love that song. I love that song. Every time I hear Hennessy, I think of them. I'm gonna have to get permission to play that song. Big Henny, Big Henny in the house. What are some other songs that make you lose your damn mind? What are some other songs that make you lose your damn mind? I'll tell you, there's another song that make you lose your damn mind.
Oh Lord, you're killing me. You're killing me,
Another
Kevin.
song
You're
that
killing
make
me.
you lose your goddamn mind. When I wanted to get hyped, I'm taking y'all back. When we was getting drunk before we went out to the club, this is the song we would play. You know how many people out of fucked up listening to this song? How many people's ass out of beat up in my mind listening to this?
You're killing me. Hello, Cantasa. How are you?
Good pump on my level on time. Just a good pump on my level on time. Just a good pump on my level on time.
All right, cut it off, damn it.
You know how many dudes' ass I whooped in my mind listening to this song? You sitting in your car and somebody's walking past your car and this song is playing. You looking at them, I wish you would. I'll beat your ass. Just a good pump on my left hump. No, I mean that. Just a good pump on my left at all time, motherfucker. Yeah. What was another one? Oh, and I've told you guys about this one. This was a song that got me through many a corporate meeting when I'm sitting in there with Brad and all the corporate executives and Thomas and
oh my God,
Jeffrey and
we don't care.
Hey, Kevin, how are you doing? I'm great. It's not my time yet. Okay, let me know when it's time for me to go ahead and present. And when I'm listening to all these other people, I'm just like, I'm the only black face in this entire sea of people. I'm just like, oh. Right, yeah, right, The projections are on page 15. Okay. And I'm like, God, another 6 hours. Another 6 hours of this shit I gotta keep. And I gotta set up straight, feet flat on the floor, paying attention because, I am that one guy. T-O-K-E-N. That's me. You know what song got me through all that? You know what got me through all that?
I don't believe you doing this. I do not believe that he's playing the music. Unbelievable.
I would replay that song over and over and over again in my mind. One day I actually said, put it up, out loud. They were like, what? Oh, never mind. Tourette's. What is that? Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. That was the only thing that kept me sane. Kept me sane in a lot of meetings. Let's do this one. I don't know if they're ready for this one, though. I don't know if they're ready for this one. I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all ready for this one. remember how these squares had pimp dreams to this shit? I saw so many dudes have pimp dreams to this damn song. I went up into a fraternity party, and all these guys in suspenders and everything else. I ain't never seen college dudes
He
become
get me a
so
bunch of
gangster
copyright
in
strikes.
one
Like, I gotta
song.
go take
Me
all
and
them
Jeff was
songs
like,
out. Damn it.
They was rapping, jumping around, sweating the shit. I'm the pimp, she the hoe, break that bitch and let her go, blah, blah, blah. Like, whoa. Because we had never heard this song. They meant that shit. I was like, these dudes are transforming into pimps right in front of us. I didn't understand it, but they meant that shit. I'm telling you, man, you know bloods, man. So now you see the birth of Big Henny. You see my influence. Bucket load, Hennessy, pistol grip, pump, bitches ain't shit, lay it down. Big Henny to a college, Big Henny to Spotify, Apple Music, podcast near you. You say if it's a drinking, y'all wouldn't want to see me drinking. You think this is bad? Lay it down, lay it down. You hold, lay it down, lay it down, lay it down. All right, that was fun. That was cool. But Big Henny is coming to a video near you. That was cool. I feel like I still like Public Enemy. Yeah, Public Enemy, but Public Enemy, you can't act a fool with Public Enemy. You gotta have some shit you can act a fool to. So, Drake, look forward to doing this collab with your partner. Let's go ahead and go triple platinum. We bring you on the show. Me and Drake. Big Henny and Drizzy. Big Henny and Drizzy. Big Henny, Blake Henry. I guess you need like the public persona. Blake Henry, Big Henny, Godfather. Peace out. Lay it down, lay it down. You hold, lay it down.
Good night.